this 308 AC Phoenix firing test. I'm going to do this in several parts. First of all, I'm going to re-zero the scope and then make sure that my chronograph is working, so I'm recording velocities. Now, several loads that I've got. First off, these ones here, which all of these loads, I've actually done some testing and found that my maximum loads in the blast chamber, and these are below the maximum load, and these are the ones that had potential to give me the best groups. So they're sort of a known setup except for the velocities, what the actually is like. These are untried except for the fact that I've found out which is the largest maximum maximum charge rather, using my blast chamber in the cases, and these are just under, with the exception of the 185 grain Lepore Senars. So yeah, that fire formed in the blast chamber, and yeah, not a problem, but that's about as much as I can get in the case anyway, so that's about it. To start with, just to make sure everything's working, I've got some of my cases through forming that didn't kind of come out as well as I would have liked. They're quite shorter, so velocities are going to be down just a tad, but they're all got 32 grains of benchmark 2 in them. I've got better cases here with benchmark 2 in it as well, but we'll just see how we go with that. There's benchmark 2 untried in far as accuracy is concerned. 32.5 grains of 08 in those ones with the SST, which is that's not 08, sorry, that's benchmark 2208, not AR 2208, it's benchmark 2208. I've written that down wrong, didn't I? But yeah, that's the benchmark 8208 it should be. That's what happens when you write things down late at night. And the others are 2209. So I've got benchmark 8208 and benchmark 2. Right, so I'll set up here. The reason I have to re-zero is when I was sizing the cases the fourth time I've loaded these cases, and they're handling it quite well, I did notice some discrepancies on the cases that I wasn't happy about, and I found that I had an issue in my chamber which I didn't pick up when I put it together. So you can see there the 308 AC Phoenix is slightly shortened by about 3.5 mil. Obviously I didn't make sure that my tooling was cleaned when I set it up to chamber it, and it was a little off. But now it's as perfect can be, so I'm expecting good things. So that's hence why we need to set up the scope again and just see where my zeros are from where they were before. So I'll right, so I'll set up and set you up over here. Hopefully you won't get too much blast from that the muzzle brake, but hopefully you'll also see what's going on nicely. Yeah, that's the feeding and firing and whatnot. Okay, here we go. I've set up the target at 50 metres so far, just to get my zero on paper, make sure I'm at least on paper at 50, and then go from there. One thing I did notice with this little short case is that I just need to make sure when I put it in there that it is sitting correctly. Turn the chronograph on. Oh, hang on, no, it's on. I can see it now. some velocities down though while I'm at it, so I don't lose it all. Make the best of a bad situation. It does record it, but sometimes it just doesn't work quite as planned. Right. Bubble level nice and level. This scope's a fixed 10 power because this is my little doe rifle now, so see how we go. Oh, I've taken off safety, eh? Just left of bullseye. And that was an error. Typical. Typical. I'll pause, that might be too far out. I'll pause the video and then bring it in close and see how it goes. Right, I've moved it a bit closer. See how it goes now. It's a bit overcast too, it might not register because of that. We'll see. What's this load? 32 grains at benchmark 2. And same hole as the other one. Right. Meridians. Bolt lift is all right. It's not excessively heavy. Probably definitely close to the max, I'd say. I'd call that. Now these short 125 grainers, there is about 100th hour jump to the lands. As the case was designed to take the heaviest pill available in this little round, which was 185 grain of poor centre. One more. That one just outside the bullseye. Right. I'll pause that and then I'll move that out to 100 metres. So I'll have to come up or possibly down a little bit. That's good. The cases definitely feel good when it comes out. So yeah, how that goes. Okay. I've moved the target to 100 metres and I've brought the chrony in a bit further too, so it's 3 metres from the muzzle. The second target I've got out there. All that's sorted. Want a bit of a gap in front there so it recoils without hitting the bag. This is a fixed 10 power scope. Very clear for what it is. Parallax adjustment, which makes life easier. The reticle, which makes it perfect for hunting. Oh, not as fit as I used to be. Right. See where these two go. Level chronograph is ready. Okay. Bubble level right. Group shot consistent. Yeah, as expected, a bit high. That's okay, I don't mind that, I'm shooting for groups. I need to come back. Right. 2 of a mil, 20 centimetres at 100 metres. And off-putting. The mound is actually not as flat as it used to be. The bubble level has been set up correctly. That's right next to it. Righto. Okay, $22.99 that one came in at. Get light on. We'll see. Now, what I will do, nice and cool still. Go back to 32 and a half. What have we got here? These cases are a little shorter, but not too short. 20 thou shorter. Oops. Right. That's still that. No, that's. I always write stuff down, so this is 8208. We'll be doing for groups. At 208. Again, these cases are a little short for what it normally are. About what are they? 25 thou shorter from my standard length. Sometimes it happens with case forming. Weird cases. I'll do a 3-shot group of 32 grains of benchmark 2. Let's see what on the next target we're doing. Going to the bottleneck cases. Right. I said about putting it in the magazine correctly. $22.90. Certainly got better velocities out of slower burn and powder. This is actually a 20 and 3/4 inch barrel now. It was 21, but now it's close enough to 21 and 3/4, just a bit over. Let's see. $23.09. Now this firearm has a mechanical ejector. The more you reef on it, the further it'll eject. Which I kind of like, because when I'm out bush, I can just pick the case up and not lose my cases. And go from there. Just looking at my notes. That's why I'll do it in 3 parts. See what happens. Next target. I'm not expecting good glitch out of this. This is only suck it and see. Oops. That's what I meant about picking cases up. Got to make sure they're sitting there right. The last video I did of it feeding, it fed perfectly, but as it is away, you should always do it when you want it to. $22.90. A little issue with the magazine spring of late. I might order a new one. Let's see what happens. Can't right with the bubble level, so it's all consistent. $22.76. $23.12. Right. Might have mixed that one up with one of the other ones. But anyway, that's all good. Righto. We'll go to EMH208. EMH208. Right, these two cases are actually a little short as well, but they're only 10th hour short. So I expect a bit of variation from the shorter cases. Get a little bit less burn. Here's what it is. Yep, it's a dot. Right, the cases. Yep. 72. 11th hour short. Sorry. What have I got there? Yeah, it helps when you can see what you're doing. Feed them in the magazine properly, they feed better. There we go. Well, short bumpy cases. I originally designed it as a bench rest round, which loading single shot and all the rest of it's perfectly fine, but when this action became available, I thought, fuck, stuff it, why not? See if I can make a little doe rifle out of it. Right. That's 32.5 grains of EM8208. It's 23.51. Getting up there now. 23.51. Not really getting the velocities out of it that I'd like. It is quicker powder. But one of you guys commented when you saw the last one, asked me about how I would go with that. And I thought, well, I think it's a bit fast, but what the hell? I'll suck it and see. $23.69. That's the short cases. Now, on spec case at, let's put one through that, write that down, short case, 1.274 inch. Now, when I make the cases, my hit mark on brand new cases is 1.275 inch. And I tend to have to file for me a few times, expand a little bit. The maximum trim length is set at 1.285 inch. I'll just reset the chrony. Right. Okay. Actually, what I might do is pause that. I've got to go put up some new targets. These are all the same good length target cases at right length, 32.5 grains of BM8 208. So we'll pause that, go put some new targets up, and then we'll get back to it. Of course, I get up there and run out of staples, don't I? Yeah. All right, back again. Gave the barrel a bit of a clean while it was cooling down. 100 metres up there. Don't know if I can zoom in or not. Yeah, I can. Oh, there it is there. Not much, but it is what it is. Now, I apologise for the camera work. I don't have any fancy cameras or editing programs or anything like that. It is what it is. Yeah. So, first target here was the 50 metre zero, and that was the 100 metre zero. I've probably gone a little bit too far over to the right. First shot, second shot. Now this is the short group, like I said. Not the best group, of course, but and then the two shots there, but that was with those short cases and more a case of zeroing than anything. So these cases we've got here now are the right length, the right load, but not necessarily worked up ones. The next ones are the 32.5 grains of BM8208. So I'll do those, and then I might go to put the camera down so you can see what's going on. Go over and move you down range so you can see the targets. And there's going to be a bit of a delay in that, so I do apologise, but it is what it is. I said I don't have editing programs and whatnot. The breeze has just picked up. Stupid camera stand, I tell you, driving me nuts. Why can't I win tats and buy some good gear? Anyway, what's the breeze at? Sun's up. Getting gusts of up to about 4 kilometres an hour at the moment. Temperature 12.6 degrees Celsius. It's not real hot, but it's not bad for a winter's day here in Tasmania. Right. I did play with a magazine spring when I had it apart. That was after I played with that video of it feeding. I think I might have overdone it. It doesn't seem to be working properly, not like it was before. But not good. I think I actually might sort it out. Okay, back again. Well, we know what loads don't work so far. And this is the 8208, 32.5 grains of. Beauty of stainless steel pillar bedding is that I can pull it apart and the bedding's nice and tight and it goes back exactly the way it was before. Excellent. Seems to be feeding a bit better now. Lesson learnt. If it's working, leave it alone, stupid. Right, now I have levelled up the target a little bit better this time, hopefully. Yeah, that looks pretty level. That's going to be better with a bubble level on here. Yeah, much better it was. So, that's last of the sucket and seas for now. I've got the other sucket and seas, but I want to say the group that I've already done some test loading on, and these are the ones that show the most potential. That was before I took the barrel out and rechambered it and set everything up again. So that could very well have changed, well, it will have changed the harmonics, but how much is yet to see. So 32.5 grains of 8208. See what our velocities are going to be with the proper size case. $23.79. Interesting. Certainly not getting the best 22.40. Ooh, it's a bit low. The best velocities that I got out of the others with the slower burning powder. I might add, that was a clean cold bore shot, that first one, so I'll see where the groups are on that. That'll be interesting. And I'll go to the next target. I suppose I could put, I've got 3 more, I suppose I could put a third or fourth on the first one. Out there, warmed up a little. See if there is one shot way off out of the group. I expect pretty good barrel life out of this. 23.15. I forgot to write the last one down. Okay. Next target. Mind you, no, what I need to do, just in case there is a parallax issue, is just load them up and fire without moving my head. will be an interesting exercise. Three, 13. Did it anyway, didn't I? Good. Definitely feeding better now. I put the magazine spring back to where it was originally configured. Only 304. Yes, these are pretty good. Point of impact's definitely shifted. Well, it was. Let's keep that scope level though. I like the bubble level where it is, just in front of the turret there on my left hand side, because I can keep my eye on the target and I can just open my left eye if I'm using it. I've got to close my left eye because I teach myself to shoot ambidextrous, and sometimes my left eye takes over and says, no, right eye's not dominant anymore, I am. So I've got to keep it closed to trick the right eye to being dominant, which I'm normally right eye dominant, but when I'm shooting like this, the left eye wants to take over. And where the bubble level is, I can see it perfectly with my left eye and keep it level without losing the target. So, I mean, you guys can see it. Some people have them further forward, but hey, because it's got parallax adjustment and on the left hand side, if it's in front of the turret, you're not going to see it.